Welcome to Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. And first I want to say, for anybody who's new to it, every year we do 31 horror movie reviews in October, and it's one review a day. And this is something new. This is the 9th year, and for the first time we're bringing Mike on camera this time.
Yeah, I've been involved in the process behind the scenes, helping out with editing for a long time. But yeah, this is the first time I've been seen here.
Yeah, and we have a little bit more of a presence on YouTube this year, because what we're going to be doing is some of these where it's just me and Mike talking about the movie unscripted. I have no idea what he's going to say. He has no idea what I'm going to say. Usually these kind of videos, the ones that are traditional, that are on the site mostly, on Cinemassacre.com, it's me, it's my voiceover on the movie clip. So it's basically like I write a script, I think it out all, thorough and everything. So this is really a lot loose. This is very unplanned. So these kind are just going to be very loose and up in the air.
Yeah, it's very much similar to how the Nerd episode production works. Is a lot of times James and I will be sitting playing a video game together, and then coming up with ideas, and then James goes off and writes the script. A lot of times in the past, James and I would be sitting there watching. I remember that one movie with that Bigfoot. We were sitting there watching. Remember that Bigfoot Monster Madness video? What the hell was the name of that one? Anyway, we would sit. We would sit and watch the movies, and then James
Night
goes
of the
off
Demon.
Night of the Demon, and then James goes off and writes the script. Yeah. Like Axel, I'll ask you a question. And all that.
Yeah, so this is very different. So basically what we have going on this year is about a third of the videos are on Cinemassacre.com, and those are the ones that are all scripted and everything. Then you have another third of them that are scripted, but they're public domain, so they're on YouTube. And then you're also going to have these kind where it's just me and Mike in front of the camera, unscripted, and these are going to be on YouTube as well.
So it's horror reviews all over the place. It is fucking madness.
Yep. The Ring from 2002. What'd you think of this movie?
This movie sort of started a trend of these type of movies. It was kind of the first of its
Asian
type,
horror
right?
movies being remade in America.
Right, because that also happened with the Grudge.
Yeah, The Grudge. They made one with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Ju-on was the original.
She was Buffy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, The Ring had Naomi Watts. She's British, but she's famous in America. So basically, I guess they'd be just remaking these movies with bigger budgets, with actors that are more well known in America. Before it was Ringu, that was in 1998 from Japan. And then the Ring virus was from South Korea, and that was
I didn't
later.
know about that one.
Yeah, so there were actually there's more than one Ring movie before the American one. Now, when this movie came out, I remember hearing about it all the time.
Me too, yeah.
Like, wow, this movie's so scary. Like everybody was saying, this is the scariest movie ever. And I saw
it was a big hit when it was out.
It was a huge hit, yeah. And then I saw it shortly after it came out on home video, and I was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Oh wait, do you not like this movie?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. That's what I think. There's some parts I really like, but it's I guess we should just go into the plot. It's just such a weird story. Begins with an urban legend type deal. There's a VHS tape that kills people. I suppose if the movie came out just a little bit later, it would probably be DVD.
Right.
But it was
I'm
like
glad
in
that it's VHS. Though.
Yeah. Oh, what I like is that when they go to the shelf where it has all the VHS tapes, in that shot, you know what other movies are in there?
No, I don't.
Spontaneous Combustion, Family Plot, which was Hitchcock's last film, and You're the Hunter from the Future.
Oh.
So yeah.
You're the Hunter from the... Have you seen that movie? I want to see that movie.
Look up the trailer, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I imagine how would it have changed the course of the plot if she would have popped in You're instead of this... the
whole movie was just her watching that movie.
So you watch the tape, and then you get a phone call, and 7 days, I think it was, you die.
Yeah.
So Rachel Keller, I think her name was, is the Naomi Watts character, is a journalist investigating the death of her son's cousin. And then there's these faces distorted in photographs Like whenever the person who's about to die, whenever they get their picture taken, their faces are all distorted.
Right.
And
she's like trying to save her like son from it happening to her son, but her son ends up watching it, and he's like making all these creepy drawings and shit.
Yeah, it's stuff like that going on. And when she watches the tape, what's actually on it, it looks like an experimental film that we would have watched in college.
Oh, when she actually watches the tape?
Yeah, like what's actually on the tape.
Yeah.
We had to watch a lot of stuff that looked a lot like that, actually.
The actual when they watch the actual tape, some creepy things do happen.
Yeah.
Like I remember that she puts on the tape and like you see like she puts it on pause, but then there's like things moving in the background and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I mean I like that part of it, that whole concept of they watch the tape and then there's 7 days to die.
Yeah.
You know that you're gonna die in 7 days, and she had to like figure out this whole fucking like mystery in the meantime of like of the whole plot, and she ends up going to that like well and everything. It was interesting, but I agree with you. It's kind of like it's pretty good, but it's like all right.
Yeah, I think people made too much of a big deal out of it. I mean, it's a strange story when you actually go into what really did happen and like what
the whole family like involved in it and all that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to give it like a spoiler, I guess. I mean, not much of a spoiler. It's probably one of the most famous shots in the movie is when the girl comes out of the TV. Mm-hmm. When she comes out of the TV, I thought that was pretty scary. I was like, oh, that is cool. Like, that actually kind of lifted the movie up a lot for me. And when you know what happened, kind of like that the girl's just this weird, like, supernatural girl, and she can make images on VHS tape or make images appear, like, on photographs or whatever it was. Like, it's kind of this strange kind of story that they kind of slowly give you as the movie goes on. So it's really like an investigation kind of movie.
There was just like, whenever I think of this movie, there's a random part in this movie that whenever anybody mentions The Ring, I'm like, oh, that's the movie where the horse goes off the side of the boat.
Oh yeah,
because I've never seen anything like that in a movie, because
special effect.
You don't usually see stuff happen to animals.
Yeah.
And for a horse to go off the side of the boat, I thought that was crazy. I had never seen something like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. I was like, oh my god, like it looked real.
Yeah, it did. It looked really real. And then the horse, then they cut to a shot of the water, and you see like the horse going down into the water, and it's like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe that happened.
Yeah. Like there's like a whole thing about how horses are afraid or whatever of what's going on, and then
I found that part to be really unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what else about The Ring?
I mean, it has some pretty good parts, has some great visuals, but I didn't think it was, the whole thing overall, I didn't think was scary like everybody said it was.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. It was, it's an okay movie.
Yeah, definitely interesting, worth checking out. I've seen the original. I actually think that this one was better just because of the visuals. I think that because it had a bigger budget, they were able to get some like better effects and everything, like when she comes out of the TV and all that. But yeah,
The Ring.
Okay.